Всем привет, друзья! Вы на канале.
Hello everyone, my name is Tatiana Fidan and you are watching Life in Turkey. Today, we wanted to shoot a customer review video for you, and to do that, we'll be visiting this wonderful residence to meet Dmitri and Inna and discuss their experience with tolerance homes and any nuances they may have encountered when buying property in Turkey. However, this review will be a bit different to the usual because our clients are deaf and mute, and we will be having a wonderful chat with them with the help of an interpreter today. From this, we will also discuss the main questions: how difficult it is with people for disabilities or otherwise special needs to purchase property in Turkey, would they recommend tolerance homes and their services, whether or not clients receive assistance even after the purchase, and how long the process of purchasing takes from start to finish. We will start in a moment. Stay tuned. Hello. I would like to first ask, how did the idea of moving to Turkey and purchasing an apartment here even come about? Well, we have a lot of Russian friends who came here. Yes, a lot of them actually. They always came to vacation in Turkey. They always told about how warm it is, how nice it is, how life here is really easy. For example, we purchased an apartment and were given a 2-year residence permit. Very convenient and easy. No problems at all with that. Our food is cheap, life is affordable, it's lovely, and that's what got us thinking about moving here. May I ask if you had any specific requirements or features you wanted in your future apartment? Any specific district or the number of bedrooms? What exactly was it that you were looking for in your apartment? We wanted to have the sea nearby, first of all, and the mountains, a nice view, and a bus stop nearby so we could catch the bus easily and commute. We were also looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, meaning either a 1+1 or a 2+1 with a large bedroom. We were looking for a little while and found something on the 4th day. It was difficult though. The places we have seen had very small bedrooms. It would have been impossible to fit a bed in there. So the main problem was finding a big bedroom. Did you end up finding one in the end? Yes, we did. And how long did it take from the moment you had the first thought about moving to when you actually moved? Around a year. All in all, it isn't actually that long at all. And how many agencies did you reach out to, and why did you pick Tolerance Homes? We reached out to 3 agencies, went back and forth for a while over text, until we settled on Tolerance, because they've shown so much care, attention, and respect towards us. They moved us into a hotel for free, very convenient. We stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights, I believe, all for free, with a transfer from the airport. They drove us around in the car and were really attentive. We can honestly name 20 to 25 more reasons why we picked them. Did you meet with those agencies you mentioned? No, only over text and calls. We never actually met any of them in person. So, Inna and Dmitri, you spoke to a bunch of representatives from other companies and even then decided that Tolerance stands out from the rest with their exceptional services, care, and attention for the clients. That's exactly right. I also wanted to know, aside from the actual purchase process, did tolerance homes assist you with the post-purchase nuances, like connecting water and electricity, or purchasing furniture for your new apartment? Yes, they did. They helped a ton. They basically held our hand through the whole thing, helped with the documentation and registration, utilities, they took us to the translators. It was a lot of help. We loved it. Speaking of documents, was getting them at all difficult? No, no problems with that. It was easy and fast. There were a lot of specialists from tolerance homes that worked with us. For example, for the tapu, we didn't even do anything. We just arrived at the office and it was done. Got the documents, got the stamps, and we were good to go. And another thing, how difficult is it moving to a foreign country? Were you scared or anxious at all? Yes, it was at first. For example, when we watched the TV and saw the news. From that, we assumed that Turkey isn't a good place to live in. Because the news we saw left that impression that the government officials were like savages. We thought about it a lot and then decided to come here for 2 weeks and see it for ourselves. We changed our opinion drastically and realized that we were so wrong. Were you planning to settle here permanently? Or are you here just to spend your vacation? No, we don't want to leave at all. We love it here and we're used to it by now. We recommend it to our friends too. Of course, we've left behind parents, relatives, but this really is a place fit for us and one that feels like home. It's also so warm. We love it. And what are you planning on doing now? We're hoping to work, looking for jobs now. And now to our most important question. Would you recommend the Tolerance Homes Agency to other people looking to buy property? Yes, we definitely do. We have already told many of our friends about tolerance and how helpful they were, how kind and supportive, and also able to accommodate us as deaf people by bringing in interpreters. Well, we wish you the best of luck with both settling in and finding jobs. Thank you very much for such an honest review, and I hope you enjoy your life in Turkey. And now, let us head over to the office and discuss this experience with professionals, or more specifically, Sergei Volchenkov, the Director of Development for Tolerance Homes, and ask his opinion about this specific case. Tolerance Homes, this is Maria. How can I help you? We're just at the residence, and now I'd like to ask Sergei some questions about this case. Was the deal easy, and did everything else go smoothly? You know, this exact deal went very smoothly. We didn't encounter any problems, probably because of our many years' experience in the field. We've had the most difficult deals and worked with a lot of people, so there was no issue at all in this instance. There are always people at the office who can help with translating or interpreting. Our specialists are always available to speak to our customers over WhatsApp, so if there's any questions or queries, they get resolved pretty fast. So this case was like any other in my experience and went well in my opinion. Then, I would like to ask your advice as a professional, on behalf of all of our viewers that are considering the move to Turkey or thinking about apartments, houses, villas, and so on. What is the quickest way to find the place of your dreams? How do you speak with property developers? Which region and district should you pick? Well, the best advice I can give for people who are looking for properties in Turkey is to always work with professionals. That should be the first thing they do. Of course, we do not recommend contacting property owners and developers directly. Firstly, it's not as easy as you may think. And secondly, any good real estate agency always considers their client's wishes first. When we meet with the person, we first of all try to find out the reasons for the purchase. What goals do they have in mind? Do they want it for a vacation spot? Or do they want a residence permit as a result of the purchase? Do they want it for profit? Or are they buying it for their relatives? Meaning that before we show anything to our clients, we tend to spend quite a bit of time with them in order to understand their true intentions and true needs. And only after that our specialists start with the process of picking out properties and suggesting them. So a professional agency tries to first of all understand their client, and only then we can recommend them districts, any property developers, any specific things, and or any other advice based on our experience accumulated over 20 years in the industry. This all depends on our client's budget, of course. Considering that we value every single client and we care a lot about our reputation, we'll hear the person out and only then offer them options that we believe would suit them the most. This is why we recommend any of our clients and just potential property owners in Turkey to, first of all, study the market, pick a couple of agencies that they think would suit them, reach out and discuss their wishes, tell them what they are looking for, and continue communication in order to figure out whether or not they are a good fit or whether there is a better agency out there that can offer more services at a better price. So, anyone can contact us. Feel free to write to us, or you can start by visiting our real estate agency's website, Tolerance Homes, the link to which should pop up on your screen just now. You can send us a request on the site or call any of our office numbers, or you can contact an agent or specialist that you see in our office. We have quite a sizable team, so rest assured that any of your wishes will be met as precisely as possible. Well, we're nearing the end of this video. You can view a large variety of videos on our channel on topics like education, medicine, documentation, and more. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and watch new videos. Best of luck to all of you.
Subscribe to our channel and get the best professional advice.